Here's an easy way to understand why we have cows and what we do with cows. First of all, they're very good for organic refertilization of the earth. But moreover, if you point the camera, now you're looking at, see all that green right there? As the summer comes, that'll die and it will be a fire hazard, too close to the property line. Those cows will effectively mow it to make it look like they've just got out of that pasture.
Oh my gosh.
So if you can imagine, and if you walk up this way, they haven't yet done that pasture, but the horse and donkey are up in that pasture. So that's pasture number 1, pasture number 2, pasture number 3, and they're in pasture number 4. Each of them have automatic watering systems. They're all fed, gravity fed, just like the field is gravity fed. There's no pumps. So we do pump to the top, and then gravity back down to us. But anyways, that field is looking pretty good. And then that one over there will need to be mowed. When I mean mowed, I mean mowed by cows. Or we've got 3 horses and a donkey up there. But so if we get too many in the herd, we can only support about 10. So if we get too many in the herd, we sell them to the organic meat market. Well, to the meat market, but they're sold as organic. So they're certified organic Angus cows. They're pretty cool.
Your property.
This is our 11th year on this farm. The farm in Santa Ynez, we were there for 10. The one before that, we were there for 7. We've been in business 27 years. Look, that's a hawk. To have hawks, eagles, or owls is a very good thing, because they take care of rodents, which take care, it's a very symbiotic relationship on an organic farm. And if you know you're doing something right when you have various animals, thriving on your farm for various reasons. Every year, those little buggers, those are mud hens, sparrows. We go up near the house, you'll see they're starting to build their nests. You'd think it's a terrible thing, but at this time of the year, mosquitoes are bred. So the mud hens eat the mosquitoes, which, if done correctly, and we release only praying mantis and a lot of ladybugs. Those are the things that I introduce to the farm. Everything else, if you're lucky, takes care of itself. Sometimes the flies get out of hand, or if the mud sparrows don't come back in time, then the mosquitoes get way out of hand. But if they come back like they came back 2 days ago. They weren't here. All of a sudden, boom, they show up, And right about that time, you see the mosquitoes are thriving. And then all of a sudden, no more mosquitoes. They eat all the flies and mosquitoes. So.
When nature does its thing, right, huh?
Well, this is it doing its thing is about as right as it can get. It's not perfect, but nothing's perfect, but it's pretty close to being closed looped, we call it. We don't take anything and we don't leave anything. If we take it, we put it back. So if we take water from the earth, we try and put the water back. Look at this. This is really cool. It's right in the transition. Do you see it?
They're just opening.
So we're transitioning right here. This is cool.
Do you get bees here then on the flowers?
It's funny. My neighbor is a avocado farmer. Look at this. Smell that. Smell it?
Yeah, it's sweet.
It's sweet. My neighbor's an avocado farmer, and he has to import bees. And he's been importing bees for, but he's conventional. His bees come, like 50% of his bees come into my farm every year. I don't have to pay for the bees. And I think the bees really love the olive fruit flower before they love the avocado. Avocado's tasty, but this is like sweet. So the bees, and I never say anything because he brings in his big crates. He's got these honeybees, and every year when he brings them in, they swarm over.
So that's taken care of too.
Yeah, so we don't have to worry about bees.
Wow.
There's enough avocados around us, and they require bees, the avocados. These are hermaphrodites. they would produce without bees. They're hermaphrodites. They're male female, but having bee population really helps. That's called an OLEP, passive trap. What's in it is torula yeast, which is a food yeast. When you mix torula yeast tablets with water, it smells like feces. So the fruit fly that would normally go to the fruit and lay its larva goes to the poop smell inside the trap, or the feces smell, and then there's little 11 30-second holes drilled at the top, and the fly forces its way into the hole, but then doesn't know how to squeeze its wings and get out. It's not smart enough to do that. So this is full of dead fruit flies. Now the guys have to start right now recharging all of these. So that's a passive trap.